What if BUZZWOLE was in Gen 1 OU? Now, a while ago, I made What if Pheromosa was in Gen 1 OU, and that easily ended up being one of the most broken Pokemon I've ever, done on the series. How does his counterpart do? Because he does have incredibly high defense, attack, and HP. And even his speed isn't like that bad. But that special stat is pretty lacking. Although I will say I am very grateful that they made his attack and his special defense, like, they made it the exact same. It makes it so much easier for me. But, yeah. How would he do in Gen 1 OU? And let's be honest here, he has, like, really the two worst typings in the game. Bug and Fighting. Although, it's more so the Fighting type that will be holding him back rather than Bug. Like, granted, having a Flying weakness, even if you're just Bug, is an issue, because Zapdos is everywhere. But that Fighting typing, man. You already have all special. Being weak to Psychic doesn't help you at all. Although at least the Bug typing does give you resistance to ground. But then again, with how tanky you are on the physical side, that probably doesn't matter in the first place. Yeah, he's gonna have issues. He's definitely gonna have issues. Even if that attack and defense set is insane for the time. And the moveset doesn't really help that much either. So you have like Earthquake, and then you have Bulk Beam coverage in both Ice Punch and Thunder Punch, which is nice, but with your both special, it's like kind of meaningless. Leech Life is only 20 base power in Gen 1, so you just get nothing from that. You have Rock Slide, which at the very least that's good to have, with Earthquake. Technically, like, good enough coverage there on its own. Then you just don't have any attacking moves other than that. You have like Toxic, which isn't good. So you're kind of just forced to either use Ice Punch or Thunder Punch out of nothing else, and then use Rest. Rest is generally pretty good though. Because of its high HP, as long as it's not like a Psychic move, it can still survive like some special moves from like, let's say, Cloyster or Chansey or whatnot. So you're gonna be able to get turns to, heal off. Which, like, that's nice. But like, he doesn't even have Hyper Beam. He has Giga Impact, but no Hyper Beam. So yeah, he really is struggling just to get like good attacking moves. Because like, yeah, he has high damage, but Salamence also had high damage. And without any boosting moves, it just wasn't enough to make him be good in Gen 1 OU. And BUZZWOLE's gonna be the exact same thing. So let's just give him like Earthquake, Rock Slide. I guess Thunder Punch, he can like technically hit water types. But yeah, like, this moveset doesn't really look like one that's gonna dominate Gen 1 OU, and it doesn't. Now granted, like, I saw in his moveset, he had a low sweep. And when I did the first two replays, he like would two-shotted both the Snorlax and Tauros. So I was like, oh, he's gonna be great. But then I remembered, it's not low sweep that's in Gen 1 OU, it's low kick and rolling kick. So yeah, this dude just got nothing, which is really sad. If only he made it to Gen 1, or not Gen 1, Gen 2 OU, where just Crush Chop and Dynamic Punch. At least then he would have something. He'd probably be pretty good there, especially with how much, Rest Talk is. But yeah, let's just get into the replays. We always start off with the boy himself, Tauros. Without a fighting move, Blizzard is like a 2-shot with a crit. But it's actually not that bad. Because like it does like a quarter, you can actually, theoretically, stall out all of the Blizzards with just resting off. But although crits kind of ruin everything. Because you saw there, like if it wasn't for the crit, you could have gotten like, it would take like 4 Blizzards to KO you, so you can like, rest off in time. But Tauros, like, well, it's a Tauros. It can and will get crits in time. So yeah, you just kind of die there. So sorry about that. And then a crit does like half, or technically less than half, but basically half the Snorlax. But yeah, Reflective Wax, you just lose to. There's nothing you can do. You can try to get crits, but it won't matter. The Snorlax can just, it can just take as much time as it needs to kill you. And you just lose. There's not much you can do. Now granted, The only way you might be able to win is if you get 2 crits in a row, which I guess with 79 base speed, it's not the, like, it can happen. It can definitely happen. But yeah, sometimes you get lucky, like there I got 2 crits. But most of the time you're not gonna be that lucky. And like Amnesia Wax beats BUZZWOLE even more. And even without Reflect, Rest on its own is enough to just stall you out. Like, I'll just put this in hyper fast for a little bit. Sorry that it's like loading a little bit, or not loading, lagging. But like, yeah, even here you can see Earthquake, it just doesn't do enough damage. You need crits. And even then, Snorlax doesn't have at least 1 crit. So Snorlax is probably just gonna be able to stall out all the Earthquakes. Look, see there? He ran out of Earthquakes. You ran out of Earthquakes, so you're stuck with Rock Slide. And Snorlax can just heal up again, and then it can just 2-shot you with Ice Beam. So yeah, there's just nothing you can do. Truly, it's just Snorlax just wins. Any Pokemon Recovery can win, because you don't have a boosting move. So the damage you have is already set in stone. You can't do more or less. Only with a crit, and even with a crit, with how much they heal, since they're probably way faster than you, they just win. Like, it's not that much different here. Like Chansey can like heal, and then with, you know, just Ice Beam alone, they can, you know, do a fourth to you. So it kind of forces you to sort of rest. And then once you rest, you're just in a game where Chansey can keep attacking you. Also, it doesn't matter what it has. It doesn't matter if it has Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Seismic Toss. All of them do a fourth. So regardless of what move it has, it can force you to rest over and over again once you use Thunder Wave and it's faster than you. There's nothing you can do. You're pretty much just resting and either just praying that they run out of power points, which they probably won't. So what's probably going to happen is they're going to keep attacking you until they inevitably get a crit. And once they get a crit, you're just dead. There's nothing you can do. So yeah, like, without a fighting move, or even a decent bug move, he really struggles. And it's really a fighting move that he really wants. Because, yeah, even with, like, a good bug move, it's not gonna be enough. Even if you had a bug move that would one-shot, you already would have taken most of your HP anyways. So yeah, like, what's this dude's purpose in Gen 1 OU? Like, really? And here you have Cloyster, which, like, you have Rock Slide for, but he has really high defense. So you can try doing Thunder Punch, but Thunder Punch will do even less damage, as you'll see in a little bit. And Cloyster can just chip you down with just, you know, like just like any special move, because you can't take it. And even if you rest, Cloyster just gets free attacks on you. So like, obviously he didn't need a crit there. A Blizzard would have just 2-shot either way, I'm assuming. So yeah, it's really rough. There's like, and this one's weird because Earthquake doesn't one-shot you, and Psychic 2-shots you. So both of you can just easily kill each other. Gengar probably won't risk a Hypnosis and a crit, which is somewhat likely on you. It's just Gengar's just gonna die, but also he has a better chance of critting, so you just die if he does a critical Psychic. So it could go either way, but the fact that that's the best matchup that he has so far is kind of sad. And then Thunderbolt is like a 3-hit KO on you. Obviously with a crit, he just 2-shots you. And that might happen. You could with a crit. It could go either way. I don't know what's better than Gengar though. And then Jinx, she's just faster than you. Faster, and then she just kills with Psychic. There's nothing you can do. You just die. Rock Slide might be able to one-shot, but it does not matter. It really doesn't. And obviously, I'm not going to bother showing Executor or Swelbro. We both know exactly how that's going to end up. And here's your own great matchup. And that's against Rhydon. Because Rhydon, luckily you resist both of his stabs, both Rock Slide and Earthquake. And he has Body Slam. But even that, like 85 base power against your high defense, it's not going to do anything. It's the only free matchup you have. And yeah, that's pretty sad. And then Starmie with some crit luck, you might be able to kill it. You most likely won't. And then here we have yet another move that can just stall you out. with Recover, they can install all of your Earthquakes. So, yeah, you got nothing. This is nothing you can do. Like, technically, if this army wanted to, it can just spam, Recover until you run out of Earthquakes and then kill you. Just add insult to injury. But, yeah, let's just speed this up, like, because as you get, these replays, as you can tell, are incredibly boring. Just like, it's just BUZZWOLE hitting an Earthquake and then Z Point being able to heal it off, or just one-shotting it for the most part. So yeah, he would not be good in Gen 1 OU. You can probably tell that already. Best case scenario, Rock Slide does most of Zapdos' health, but then it just kills you again. Assuming it didn't crit. So yeah, here is the viability ranking. He has no good matchups. He has one free matchup, then almost everything else is bad, or a matchup where it could go very bad. Yeah, it's not very good. Even Pinsir would be better in Gen 1 OU. Is it sad? Absolutely. He might be good at underuse though, I'm not sure. Even in underuse, I think he would still struggle from just not having any like boosting moves. So any of the Pokemon that can heal will, and just outstall him. But what do you think? Am I being too harsh on him? Would he actually be good? What other videos would you like to see? I do not have anything planned at the moment, so I'm open to anything. Until next time, this is Groundback. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.